This is the MCTV Weekday Update.
Good afternoon and welcome to the MCTV Weekday Update. I'm Katelynne Newman.
And I'm Jenabeth Gunter. Our reporters showed you the bike clinic outside the sub yesterday, but did you know there was a cycling club right here on campus? And some of the members are Cat 1 ranked racers. Aaron Willis reports more about the Passion group of cyclers.
The Texas Tech Cycling Club shifted into gear for the free bike clinic on Wednesday. Along with parking services, Tech's Outdoor Pursuit Center, and the Tech Police Department, the cycling club shared information with students about bicycle and motorcycle safety on and off campus. David Talley is a junior from Decatur, Texas, and the vice president of the cycling team. He says the group does mountain biking, street biking, and everything in between.
Check us out. You know, we have a lot of fun. During mountain bike season, we don't do hotels, we do camping. So a lot of the mountain bike races are held on ranches where there are trails. And so all of the schools just to get together and we camp and we have fires and s'mores and it's like, you know, Boy Scouts.
In addition to their camping adventures, the cycling team competes in several competitions yearly. This year, cycle team member Kyle Walker is going to the national competition, where he will compete against cyclists from all around the U.S.
A few of our guys, Kyle included, actually made it to nationals, which is a big deal for us because that's something we've never done before.
If you want to get involved with the cycling team, you can check them out on Twitter, Facebook, or the recreational sports page at ttu.edu. For MCTV, I'm Aaron Willis.
Tech School of Music is hosting their 38th annual scholarship concert this Saturday. This year, there will be a performance of a Brahms concerto featuring special faculty soloists Annie Chalix-Boyle and Jeffrey Lestraps, as well as a performance by Tech's choir and orchestra. The event will start at 8 at the Broadway Church of Christ. The school will be accepting donations for scholarships, but admission is free. There is an exciting group of young performers on the rise who incorporate stunts, tumbling, and even breakdancing into their comedy skits. Michael DuPont reports more on the Flying Tortillas comedy group.
I don't even know why I'm worried.
I know.
My wife just keeps arguing with me. She's like, it's his third birthday. And I'm like, I'm not even that attached yet.
As a young comedian, it can be difficult to find groups of people who share the same passion for creating laughter. The Flying Tortillas are a comedic troupe on Texas Tech's campus that offers students just that. Corey Wood has been a member of the Tortillas for 8 months and admits comedy was a scary thought in the beginning.
It started out terrifying because you see a lot of comedians and they're making jokes, and so my biggest fear was, one, that I just wouldn't be funny, and two was like I would go up there and like comedians would make fun of me.
Wood attributes his easy assimilation into the group to the time spent working with both the Tortillas and the student organization Tech Comedy.
A lot of us are in both groups, and so you just get around a bunch of people who have like this really great sense of humor and like to make jokes about stuff, and sometimes, you know, they've become my best friends here.
Nicole Amos, a 2-year member of the Tortillas, echoed Wood's thoughts, adding that she thinks the relationships that are built translate to better on-stage performance.
The more you're around the people that you improv with, the more comfortable you are, the better you can read them in a scene, and the better you work together. So the fact that we hang out outside of rehearsals or shows, it comes through in the performances. Like, you can tell that we're comfortable and that we work well together.
When the Flying Tortillas aren't performing in front of crowds or generating new games, they also like to lend a hand to the next era of comedic lineage.
Well, one thing that we did recently that was really great was we went to Dunbar Middle School to do a show for them, and it kind of turned into more of like a workshop where we taught them the games and played them with them, and that was really fun, getting to work with, like, you know, kids that are a lot younger than you instead of the typical working with your peers.
For MCTV, I'm Mike DuPont.
Tech Activities Board is hosting an event that allows students to help American troops overseas. The Operation Care Package event will be held on May 1st in the sub, and students will assemble gifts for troops while enjoying some music provided by Tech's singer and songwriter group. If you can't make it to the event, TAB is still collecting donations for it through Friday. Collection bins can be found in various locations at the sub.
Well, did you know TAB is also hosting a showcase event tonight?
Yes, and I heard students had a chance to win free textbooks.
That's right. Let's turn to Laura Duclos, who's reporting live from the sub. Laura?
Thank you, Katelynne. I'm here in front of the Allen Theater in the Sub with Regine, who's going to tell us a little bit more about the Red Raider Showcase.
Well, Red Raider Showcase is a free event for students and parents alike. It's at 7 p.m. in the Allen Theater. It's a talent show where the top 10 acts that we auditioned are going to perform tonight, and we're really excited.
That's great. So can you tell me a little bit more about what's going to be going on tonight?
Well, there's a variety of people, whether it's singers, dancers, even a little bit of voice impersonations. It's just a variety of acts, and we're really excited.
Great. Sounds like a lot of fun. Is it free for tech students?
It's free for tech students, parents, general public. Everyone's going to be free. Tech students, you do not have to bring your ID. The gates are going to open at 6:45.
All right, great. So be sure to come by the Sub, Allen Theater, at 7 p.m. tonight and check out the Red Raider Showcase. Back to you.
Thank you, Laura. It's another busy weekend for Tech athletics. The Red Raider baseball team will host the Sooners in Lubbock this weekend, while the softball team hosts Iowa State.
That's right. The golf and tennis programs will each compete in their respective sports for Big 12 championships. The track and field team is also looking to leave its mark at the pin relays this weekend. For more, we send it to Mike DuPont at the sports desk.
That's right, guys. This weekend is going to be filled with action. If you have the pleasure of being in Lubbock for the weekend, both the Red Raider baseball and softball teams will be in Big 12 play. Beginning on Friday, Tech hosts Oklahoma for a 3-game series at Rip Griffin Park, while the Red Raider softball team hosts Iowa State at Rocky Johnson Field. The Red Raiders are currently riding a 3-game conference winning streak due to the TCU midweek game being a non-conference loss. Tech coach Tim Tadlock hopes the Red Raiders can bounce back during their series against the Sooners.
I think the biggest concern right now is just getting our legs back under us and getting a little rest and getting home and being on our home field.
Texas Tech's men's and women's golf teams both begin Big 12 conference play this weekend. The Lady Raiders are set for a return to Austin, where they've already secured a first-place finish during the challenge at Onion Creek earlier this season, while the Red Raiders will hope to continue building on the recent successes in their last 3 tournaments. Here's a news update for you. Texas Tech's track team is really good. According to the U.S. Track and Field and Cross Country Association, otherwise known as the USTFCCA, yeah, that's quite an acronym for you, the Red Raiders rank 10th in the nation, while the Lady Raiders rank 17th respectively. Both teams are in the city of brotherly love as of today, and if you've ever spoken with Coach Wes Kidley, you know they will be a great representation of Texas Tech during their stay. That's all the time I could wrangle for today, but I should point out the men's and women's tennis teams are also competing for Big 12 championships in Fort Worth this weekend, so it's only right to wish the best of luck to Coach Petty, Coach Siegel, and their respective squads. Good luck this weekend, guys. And now back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Michael. Well, it's been perfect weather for hanging out by the pool, but will the warm temperatures stick around? Our weather specialist, Carly Smith, has all you need to know about the weather this weekend. Carly?
Thanks, Katelynne. You know, it looks like warm temperatures will be sticking around through the weekend, although there are a couple of cold fronts coming through that'll drop our temperatures into the 70s, which is why the high today is only in the 70s. A cold front pushed through. And so it looks like as we head into tonight's forecast that the low will drop into the 50s with mostly clear skies, and the winds will begin to blow from the south again at 10 miles per hour. Then as we head into tomorrow's forecast, it looks like highs will once again come back into the 80s with southwest winds at 10 to 25 miles per hour. And as we head into our 3-day forecast, you'll see that Saturday, the high will be 90 and the low 60, but there is about a 10% chance for storms in the evening hours, and the winds 15 to 25 miles per hour. And so Sunday will be an extremely windy day, and the high will be only 70s because another cold front is coming through. And so a little graphic from the National Weather Service we have here that'll help kind of draw a better picture than just my words of what exactly is going on. So you'll see that there is a dry line on Saturday. The storms east of Lubbock are on that dry line. It's more moist on that side, and then it's dry on the Lubbock side, unfortunately for us. And so storms will fire up along that dry line and push toward the Dallas area, and they could possibly be severe with hail and strong winds and possible tornadoes, but that is slight right now. And so as you look at the other graphic, or on the other side of the graphic, you'll see that Sunday will be windy because a cold front is coming through, and that cold front will cause increased winds. And so there is a great or possibility for dust. And so as we head into our regional travel graphic, you'll see that Dallas does have highs in the 80s and possibly Saturday storms around 25% with that dry line influence. And so Austin could have highs in the 80s again with 10% chance for storms. Those are not from the dry line because Austin is a little further south, and Houston is along the coast with highs in the 80s too, and partly cloudy skies with 10% chance on Friday and a 20% chance for thunderstorms on Saturday. And so it looks like most of Texas has a chance for storms. Just how much and how severe and where they hit is the question still. And so we'll keep taking a look at that as we head into the weekend. But for now, back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you, Carly. Well, there are a couple of exciting things to look forward to this Friday. The pre-sale for the Paul McCartney concert was held earlier today, but don't forget that the tickets go on sale for the general public tomorrow starting at 10 a.m. The official ticket offering is through Select a Seat. The concert will be held on June 14th at the United Spirit Arena. For more information, visit selectaseatlubbock.com. Also, the annual Arbor Day will be hosted by TAB and various organizations tomorrow at Memorial Circle. The tradition will kick off at 11 a.m. and will last as long as supplies do. Arbor Day was created to beautify Tech Campus, so head out there tomorrow, get your hands dirty, and plant some flowers.
That's all for the Thursday edition of MCTV Weekday Update.
Be sure to check ttuhub.net every day for more news. Have a great weekend.